Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Rachel Ray and welcome to Rachel Ray Fiber Arts. This is my first Flosstube video on this channel, so welcome to Flosstube number 1. If you would like to watch my previous Flosstube videos, I'll have a link down in the description box of this video. Also, you can find it on my quick links on my YouTube channel in the About section. Then you can go watch all the YouTube that I've made on Flosstube and talking about my cross-stitch journey. But basically, an introduction to me. I am an American who lives in Ireland, and I moved over here like about a decade ago. Just about. I started cross-stitching at the end of 2019, and I really like it. On this channel, I'm also going to be sharing with you any fiber art, obviously, that I do, which includes like knitting and crochet and embroidery and stuff like that, which embroidery, it'll happen eventually. I'll get back to it. But today I wanted to just say thank you so much for coming in. My last video, the first one on this channel, was actually a whip parade. So I'm going to start my Flosstube over by just starting from that point, because basically I was gone for like a month and I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you exactly where I was necessarily last month, but it's all good, right? Let us begin with cross stitch. So in the month of January, which is today, as I'm filming this, it's the 27th, I had made a plan to participate in Whip Go. Whip Go is like a bingo game that my friend Jessie Marie Does Stuff here on YouTube has started. There's even a Facebook group if you would like to join. Just type in Whip Go, W-I-P-G-O. WIP stands for work in progress, by the way, in case you didn't know. Lots of acronyms in cross stitch. But Whip Go 2023, and you answer the questions and you can get in. I'm actually waiting for my request to be accepted so that I can see February's numbers. So I might have to check that. But anyway, in January, I did not get any of my Whip Go done. There were 2 numbers that were picked. There's 2 numbers every month. And the spaces that it landed on was unworldly creature. I made my own topics, by the way, my own little prompts. Unworldly creature, which I was hoping to pull out my cryptid stitch along by the Witchy Stitcher for that and put in 500 stitches. And the other number that was drawn was for the Epic Generation 1 Pokemon cross stitch by Lord Libidin. It's massive. It's a BAP, a big ass project. But I was unable to stitch for most of the month. Just not feeling like my stitchy bug left. It was just too cold here. So I have managed to work on 2 projects, and I've done as much stitching as I possibly can. It's pathetic, but it's fine. It's okay, because sometimes we just go through a period where we don't want to craft, right? So I did as much as I could before this Flosstube update, and I'd like to share that with you. So first up, I have The New Normal by Long Dog Samplers. I'll put a picture so you can see. I'm stitching on a hand-dyed piece of Lugana. Is it Lugana? Yes. That's 32 count. By Mislaid Pages. So you can find this on mislaidpages.com. This exact colorway, I'm sure that Jessie has some in stock. Basically, where I was last time, I had not completed beyond this break. I had stopped here. So all I've done is about 100 stitches. But it's 100 more stitches than I had last time. Also, I love this project. I love taking it out and looking at this beautiful fabric. And I feel like with this, it's an ice dyed fabric. So it has like a kind of watercolor effect. And I feel like a solid color on a fabric so beautiful is really best to show off the fabric itself, right? So right now I am in the unicorn. My objective is literally to come down and around because I want to make sure that everything lines up. I have a mistake somewhere down in here, which you can't see right now. Actually, do you know what? I can fix that. I will take off the bottom snap. And it's not going to help. I'm so sorry. It's not going to help. But basically, I've made a mistake just here, and I want to come down and around. So you could see it on the backside, right? Down and around, make sure that everything is filled in correctly, and then fix whatever I did wrong down there. It's very easy for me. I don't know why I like cross stitch so much when I literally cannot count. I have issues counting. I am using a program on my tablet called Pattern Keeper. It's only available on Android devices. So I'm so sorry, Apple users. You'll probably have to use Xmodo or there are other ones, and I don't have any Apple devices, so I don't have any working Apple devices right now, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. But there are other pattern viewers, but I find that Pattern Keeper is the best, and it's worth buying a tablet for. If you can get a cheap tablet and you cross stitch a lot and you like really big pieces like Heaven and Earth designs or long dogs, that is the way to go, in my opinion. So I don't know where I would be without it, but I did still make a mistake. My bad. So I'm planning on fixing the mistake. That is where I'm going. I don't know if that's going to happen in February because this was a new start around the time of my birthday. I think it was my birthday start in 2021. It's 2023 and I'm still in the upper corner. So that's just like me, by the way. I should also say, if this is your first time seeing me and my channel, my face, hi. If you would like to subscribe, I would love that. But just so that you know, I am a process stitcher and not a progress stitcher. And the difference is that I like to have lots of different projects so that I can just choose on a whim what I feel like working on. As you can see, that motivates me more than getting a finish. So if you're a progress stitcher, you usually stick to 1 or 2 projects and you finish it, and that gives you the sense of accomplishment, and then you start a new project. I respect you. I do. It's just the way that my brain works. I find happiness in just the stitching part more so than necessarily having a finish. And probably nothing could be more clear than if you go check out my finish parade, which is on my main YouTube channel. I'll put a link up here in the eye for you to that video if you want to go check out my finishes of 2022. Not last year, but the year before, I finished Autumn Lane Stitchery's Dark Queen of the Sea. No, was it last year? No, it was 2021. I finished that. I still have not framed it. That was a labor of love. I have never caught up. I've never stayed on top of a stitch along in my life. SAL, S-A-L, stands for stitch along, by the way. So I've never kept up with each month's drop like I did with that one, because I love the colors and the fabric and everything about it. And I still haven't framed it. So for me personally, I just like the stitching part. And I love stitch alongs because I like doing it with other people. But that being said, actually that's a great segue into my next project, which is the Modern Folk Embroidery. This is the Holiday Countdown 2022. And excuse me while I look at the project in the screen. This is where I am now. So last time I had the kind of squiggly line there. So I had up until about halfway. I finished that. I did the divider line, and then I started on the bottom motif, and I finished this side. I just need to mirror it on the other side. I'm fussy cutting, which means that I am trying to make it symmetrical in certain parts anyway. Like, for instance, these flowers at the very top, they are exactly the same. These right here, I'm calling this like the leek sampler because it looks like leeks to me. So certain parts are, the floss is cut in such a way. I'll show you the flosses because the silk. It's cut in such a way that I am taking the colors that I want for a certain design element and just using that. So here is my hank of silk. It's messy. It's got dog fur in it. But anyway, that is an unnamed Silks for You. Silks number 4, letter U. Silks for You. And it's so beautiful. And I knew that I wanted this for a monochrome project. And I really do feel like, because I didn't get the box version of the Holiday Countdown, I got my own fabric, I got my own floss, and I just did it my way, which is what I really like about certain projects, just hit you different, right? This fabric is a 16 count, and it's called April Showers by BeStitchMe. BeStitchMe.com, and you can find her on Facebook as well, Brandy. And the Needleminder, this is from Hobby Wishes on Etsy. I do enjoy working on this, and I'm so excited because once I finish down here, I get to move to the other side of the sampler. So this other side of the band sampler has more open space in it. Pretty sure there are like birds and things. It's very pretty. If you haven't seen it already, hashtag Holiday Countdown Sal, S-A-L, on Instagram will show you everyone's pictures, and you can see how different they are. And I think that it's really, really, really fun to look at other people's projects. I'm a little behind, but it's okay. It's okay. Cross stitch doesn't go bad, right? It's not like it expires. So that is my other work in progress that I touched in the month of January. I hope that I can make more than just monthly updates, but at the moment, due to personal life stuff, I think that my updates currently will be once a month, or maybe every 2 weeks, maybe, if I can. I don't want to push it. So let's talk quickly about plans. I believe that I mentioned this before, but one of the things that I would like to work on in the month of February is to start like a new restart. Not even a restart, that's the wrong word. I'm going to work on the Blue Flowers Friendship Sampler. And I am doing this with my friend Heike, who is Stone Cold Coffee Crafts on YouTube. You should check her out. This is by Blue Flower and Michelle Bendy. And I received, oops, don't forget to drink water, everybody. It's my little bell. No, I'm kidding. This is Heike's sampler. And you can see she's already stitched the top. And it says, good ships and wood ships, ships that sail the sea, The best ships are friendships. May they always be. And so we decided that we would stitch the second half for each other. So she has mine and I have hers. Hers is on 40 count. I can't remember the color she got, but I have the flosses. These are all the called fors, I think. Mine is not in called for, but these are beautiful, muted colors, and I am excited to stitch on it. I would like to get this to her as soon as I can. How did I fold this? There we go. Okay. So that is one of a new start sorta kinda that I am ready to do. And Heike did give me permission to stitch this in the direction that I stitch because it's opposite to what she does. And I said that the same is fine for her to do on mine. So that we're not getting confused. I think there would be a lot of confusion if we tried to stitch the way we normally stitch or stitch the way the other person stitches, because if you get tired, it's over, right? I have a new start planned as well. In this bag and in that basket, I have a gift from Hannah. And in here, I have collected the called for Ada. This, I believe I got a 16 count. It's Swagger, it's crispy. I don't like crispy fabric, but I'm not going to wash it. I'm probably going to roll it and crunch it and, work on it that way. But I got all of the DMC for it before I had to go back to the States for a little while. And look at all those colors. This is going to pop so well. So basically what my friend did was they cut up the pattern. How do I explain this? Each day, they've done like a countdown where each day I have to stitch in one color. And I have to fill in the one color that day all over that chart. So yes, I'm gonna work on one color a day and like a countdown. I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep up with it quite that quickly, but I am excited because I have an idea what this might be, and it's gonna be super cute, and it could be one of the last projects that I intentionally start on a black fabric, although Ada does seem like it's gonna be a lot easier to work on, than linen or Lugana. I have learned that my eyeballs do not like dark fabric. As much as I love dark fabric, my eyeballs cannot handle it. So those are my intentions for the next month. And before we get into knitting, because I have quite a bit of knitting to share with you, I would like to offer something to you as a thank you for watching. So in my previous channel on Flosstube, I asked everyone if you would like to receive something from me as a giveaway. I need you to do me a favor and fill in the Happy Mail form. Happy Mail is just another way for me to say, prizes or, whatever I want to send to you, a Happy Mail form. It's going to ask you for your name on YouTube, it's going to be your handle, which if you make a comment, it'll be the name that people see above your comment. And these days, it's not what you chose before. So for example, before, I believe mine just said Rachel Ray. And now when I make a comment, it has the @ symbol and it says Rachel Ray Fiber Arts for this channel, and on the other one, Rachel Ray Craft with the @ symbol first. So I'm going to need you to help me. I need your YouTube username, the thing that shows up. And I'll have a little help for you in the description. If you don't know what it is, I'll have a link and everything to show you how to find that out, or how to change it if you'd like to change it. And I will need your email address, as well as any other social media handle you want to share with me, because if I do a giveaway on Instagram, say, or Facebook, then I would need to know what your names are there as well. There's no pressure. You do not have to fill it in, but it is the only way that you will be eligible to win something if you want to participate, because it's a long story, but I don't want to have to hunt anyone down to give them something for free. I don't feel like I should have to do that. So please just do me a favor and fill it in now if you've never filled it in before. And if you have filled it in before, don't worry about it. I got you. With the handle thing, it might be a little bit more difficult. We'll see when we get there. So anyhow, please be over 18. Please just make one comment down below, and I'll tell you a keyword that I need you to write in the comment. It could be anywhere in your comment. So you could literally be writing me a paragraph right now. You don't have to stop writing. Just somewhere in your comment, you're going to have to use that keyword, that magic word. And then that way, what I do is before I go to film the next video, I use the YouTube random comment picker. Random YouTube comment picker website, and I put in that word and it pulls up all the comments that put that word in their comment, and then it randomizes the winner, and then I will find you on the form with your email address, and I send you an email right away and say thank you so much for participating, you've won XYZ, here is, can you send me your mailing address? All right, so first up, it's a little bit late. I actually did all this shopping for, holiday charts, because I was planning on doing quite a bit more updates before winter holidays. So for you, I have this chart. This is Bent Creek's Christmas Row. It's adorable. Do you see that popcorn and cranberry chain? Little elves, some birds, some wintry stuff, and an alphabet. So if you would like to win the opportunity to win this chart, please use the word row, R-O-W, in your comment down below. And make sure you fill in that happy mail form first. You can pause the video and go do that now. Row. And also, I found this chart. This is the Ivy Sampler by Lone Elm Lane. It says, my thoughts to him who made the flowers and gave us all that we call ours. Yeah, that's my dog, Luna. Yes, baby. And so this is cute. I think if you're not religious, you could change the quote. You could make it a craftivism piece. You could just do the flowers, whatever you want to do. You can update the font if you want to. This was made in 2016. Whatever customizations you like to do in your cross stitch, you could feel free to do it on this one. But I thought that this was a very pretty chart. Luna's agreeing. Please use the word ivy. I-V-Y. All right, so we're gonna go and get the knitting and be right back. All right, really quick update about the Happy Mail just before we go forward. I have made it so that the form is able to be edited. So please, if you notice that your username is different, your handle is different, please update it on the form for me. Just make sure that, or description, There's a link for help from YouTube and how to change your username to what you want it to be. Either way, I have all the information down below. I hope that helps. So if you have filled it in before, you may want to just go check on that real quick. I'm sorry to make you jump through the hoops. I don't know why YouTube did that, but anyhow, I think it was because of shorts or something. Let's talk about knitting. So the newest thing, I've talked about it in my finish parade, that I made a pair of socks. I also finished one sock of another set, but I started 2 new projects. Yes, 2. One is the Insomniac by Casa Pinka. It is a cape or a poncho, and I am using Irish fairy tale yarns. They had a set called Atlantis. Hopefully I can unwind this. I started this project on... When did I start? Did I start this on Gampy's birthday? No, I think it was later than that. Anyway, this is how far I am now. I can't tell you. I can tell you that I'm on section 4. There are 5 colors that I'm using, and they will go from this beautiful turquoise blue all the way down into a very deep gold with just specks of blue in it. So this is the cowl neck that I'm doing right now, and it'll be all floppy and everything. And then I'm only about 15 rows or so away from starting the shoulder. So it's very exciting. So this will sit up at the top, and then it'll go out to the shoulders, and it'll be like this beautiful pointy V. You've seen the picture, but that's what it looks like, and it's so much fun. It is nice to knit on because right now it's just knitting in the round. So great TV knitting. It can get boring, I will say that, but I'm enjoying it. It's a little bit loose here at the top, but you know what? I'm okay with that. It looks like my loops are twisted, but I don't think they are. I think that's just the color of the yarn. Anyway, Casa Pinka, it is meant, like it's designed for you to use a 12 skein mini set. So if you have an advent that you would like to have an easy project, a wearable project that's easy, good for beginners, definitely check this out. Really like it, and I can't wait to share my progress with you next time and how far I get. I'll have to put in a stitch marker, but yeah, very nice colors, and I get complimented on the color all the time, so I'm really enjoying it. It's my first whip. I had another new start. I think this is the one that I started on my grandfather's birthday. I've been talking about it because for Christmas I gifted myself cashmere. I got Lang's Cashmere Dreams from a discount site. I can't remember if it was Hobby or something like that, but it was on sale on Black Friday, and I was like, yoink. And I decided that I would start the Everyday Top by Naked Knit, and this is meant to be an undershirt. As you can see, I wear tank tops under my shirts all the time, like it's a part of my uniform. I have to have a camisole on, and sometimes it gets very cold. I get very chilly, or it's very humid in Ireland and it makes you feel the cold more. So anyhow, I started it. This is about, I think this is 6 or 7 rows in. Try to show you how small. Stitches are really, really small and it's so soft. It's so soft. These needles are Xiaogu, and I think I'm gonna have to get another set. We'll see. I can't find the next size up, but I'm sure it's just hiding. These are really nice to knit with when you have a seriously thin yarn, or if you have, what's the word? See, I'm really new at knitting as well. I started knitting in 2020, January of 2020. So, I don't know all the words, but anyway, these are super sharp and they are slippy, and I like that. I like those. So, highly recommend Xiaogus, but this is the ribbing for the very bottom, and it will curl. It's meant to curl. And then you go up a size and you just knit in the round until you get to the back, and then you start to separate. I don't know if you knit flat. I think you just knit back and forth in the round, like not in the round completely, but like you kind of go back and forth for a while, and then you make cups, and then I think those are on DPNs. I'm not sure. Not there yet. It's a little complicated, but it's another wearable like garment. So that's good. I did want to make more garments and less shawls this year. So socks, I'm getting there, camisole and poncho. I really do love my shawls, but I'm trying to like challenge myself, I guess. All right, the socks. This is my first sock, and this is my plan. I would like to cast on the second sock. I have been feeling knitting a lot lately. Knitting has been very nice for me lately. Knitting and gaming. I'm doing the shorty version of the Crazy Sock Lady vanilla sock, which you can find the tutorial here on YouTube. It's very, very handy, very helpful. And the way that I made this short is that I started with, it's a top-down sock. So I started by making 5 rows only of ribbing and then 10 rows of stockinette before I started the heel flap and gusset. That way it fits perfectly right at the ankle, just like a shorty sock that you would buy at the store. This is Barocco Milleflori Light Luxe in the color 8839, and that is what it looks like. It is sparkly, and it's so beautiful. I love it so much. So I'm challenging myself to start the second sock. That is the plan. And work on my other knitting as well. So I have lots of intentions for February. It's also my birthday month. So I will be celebrating my birthday on the 22nd of February. And I'm turning 36. Yay. I think. Yeah. Yes. Anyway, I will probably be celebrating at some point. I do stream on Twitch. If you want to find me, I'm twitch.tv/RachelRayCraft. And I usually go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And right now I start at 2 p.m. Irish time. So come and hang out with us sometime. I do a mixture of crafts like diamond painting, cross stitch, or knitting. And sometimes I just hang out and play games. But for my birthday, at some point, probably on Tuesday or Thursday, we're just going to have a little celebration together. So please come and hang out with us. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing. All of you new people, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope that you all have a lovely and safe weekend and week ahead and month ahead if I don't see you for a while. But I hope that you carve out a little bit of space for your time, listen to your body, and just do what you need to do to take care of yourself this month. That's what I would like for you. So don't forget to stay hydrated and take your medicine, hug your loved ones, and I will see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye.